Top news headlines. 13 civilians, 1 security personnel killed in armed forces operation gone astray in Nagaland. High-level probe ordered. Army expressed deep regret. BJP-led government, only government that can bring developmental changes in northeastern states, says Union Minister Sarbananda Sonowal. And Union Minister Sarbananda Sonowal announces 15 Ayush dispensaries, 7 hospitals, 100 herbal garden schools, 16 nursery houses of medicinal plants in Manipur. A very good evening and welcome to Mami TV Primetime English News. This is MASACO NINGTHOUJAM giving you the latest news updates. 13 civilians were among 14 people killed in an armed forces operation against extremists gone wrong in Nagaland's Mont district last evening. The Army's 3 Corps, headquartered on the outskirts of Dimapur town, issued a statement today owing responsibility for the killing of the civilians and assuring appropriate action. The Nagaland government has ordered a high-level probe into the incident by a special investigation team. Expressing anguish at the incident, Home Minister Amit Shah also took to Twitter expressing condolences to the families of those who have lost their lives and assuring justice. Local organizations have demanded action against the guilty personnel and threatened to approach national and international human rights organizations. Members of the victims' families refuse to receive their bodies if justice is not delivered fast. Reacting to the incident, the Eastern Nagaland People's Organization announced the withdrawal of 6 tribes it represents from the annual Hornbill Festival going on at Kisama near state capital Kohima. Local sources said the incident happened around 4 p.m. on Saturday, and when the victims didn't return home even several hours after the usual time, the volunteers of the village went out to search for them. Nagaland Chief Minister Nephew Rio has rushed back to Kohima from Delhi to hold an emergency meeting on the incident. Union Minister of Ports, Shipping and Waterways Sarbananda Sonowal has asserted that politicians must work with the motto "Nation First, Party Second and Self Last" and must focus on inclusive development of the nation. The Union Minister was speaking at his reception program organized by BJP Manipur Pradesh at Thobal Shanglen last night. Union Cabinet Minister further said Prime Minister Narendra Modi has been giving special emphasis on speedy progress of the northeastern states. Many political parties had neglected the northeast states since India's independence. However, Prime Minister Modi-led BJP government has been giving all-out efforts to promote and develop the northeast and will continue to do so, he said. Stating that BJP-led government is the only government that can bring developmental changes in northeast states and make the states self-reliant, the Union Minister urged people of Manipur to support BJP in the upcoming General Assembly election.
इतना महाशक्ति भरा हुआ ये नॉर्थ ईस्ट है। प्रकृतियों का आप इसका नजरिया देखिए ना, पहाड़ देखिए, जंगल देखिए, पशु पक्षियों का यहाँ अवस्थान देखिए, नदी देखिए, झील देखिए। इसलिए ये प्रकृतियों का बसा हुआ शक्ति को देखते ही मोदी ने अपने भाषण में ये बात देश के अंदर ही नहीं विदेश में भी रखा है। नॉर्थ ईस्ट देश का ऐसा एक अंग है, ये देश का अष्टलक्ष्मी है। बाद में उन्होंने वे भी कहा, एनी का मतलब सिर्फ नॉर्थ ईस्ट नहीं, न्यू इंजन फॉर इंडियाज ग्रोथ, यानी कि आत्मनिर्भर भारत निर्माण करने के लिए हमें नॉर्थ ईस्ट को आत्मनिर्भर बनाना होगा। इसलिए हमें सत्ता में बीजेपी सही है।
Union Minister Sarbananda Sonowal has announced that with an aim to promote Ayush in Manipur, 15 Ayush dispensaries, 710 beds, Ayush hospitals, 100 herbal garden schools, 16 nursery houses of medicinal plants in all the 16 districts of the state will be set up. The Union Minister was speaking at a function for presentation of pharmaceutical mission to promote the documentation, scientific validation and evaluation of traditional healthcare practices of Northeast India held at the Hall of Indian Medical Association IMA at Lamphilpat today. Union Minister Sarbananda Sonowal reiterated that the Northeast region has developed and is witnessing speedy progress as Prime Minister Narendra Modi has been giving his full focus on the development of the region. He also eulogized the Prime Minister for all the projects taken up in the region in the past 7 years, stressing the need for Ayush Department and Health Department to work hand in glove for overall development of healthcare services. The Union Minister stated that efforts are on to promote medicinal plants found in the state. He said that the medicinal plants require scientific validation to promote them at international level. The government is giving all-out effort to make the Northeast region hub of medicinal plants, the Union Minister added.
मोदी जी ने हमें हमेशा ही मार्गदर्शन दिया है। उन्होंने कहा, आपको मालूम है, देशवासियों को जब संबोधन कर रहे थे, मोदी जी ने कहा था, मैं सिर्फ प्रधानमंत्री के हिसाब से नहीं, प्रधान सेवक के रूप में देशवासियों को समर्पित भावनाओं से सेवा करने के लिए तैयार हूं। और उसी मार्गदर्शन को लेते हुए आज एन बीरेन सिंह ने अपने प्रदेश में भी ऐसा इंसानियत का धर्म पालन करने में सफलता प्राप्त की है।
A press conference was also held after the function. Speaking to media persons, Sarbananda Sonowal stated that 15 Ayush dispensaries, 710 beds, Ayush hospitals, 100 herbal garden schools, 16 nursery houses of medicinal plants and 50 health and wellness centers will be established in the state soon.
I am confident that this particular scheme will inspire the people of Manipur to develop the herbal garden and also to develop the medicinal plant. And I am also confident that Ayush industry will also take a very important role in the state of Manipur for future employment generation and entrepreneurship. And this is definitely create a lot of avenues for, employment generation who can, develop a very source of income.
Chief Minister Nongthombam Biren, Union Minister of State for Education and External Affairs Dr. R.K. Ranjan, MLA Dr. S. Ranjan were among those who attended the function. Suspected BJP workers allegedly took away cooking gas set of a woman beneficiary of Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana in Bishnupur district on the pretext that the woman attended a political meeting of the Congress party. Member of Nambol Municipal Council, Ward Number 10, Saikhom Chandrakanta, has urged those concerned not to repeat such acts in the future. Speaking to media persons at a press conference held yesterday at Nambol Sabal Lekai Community Hall, Chandrakanta said a political meeting of MLA of Nambol Assembly Constituency, N. Loken, was held yesterday at Nambol Sabal Lekai Community Hall. He further related that Ahebam Ongbi Ashangbi, 47, wife of late Ibungo Chauba, also attended the meeting. When she returned home after attending the meeting, BJP workers came at her house and confiscated her cooking gas set on the charge that she attended Congress party's meeting. Stating that such act of the BJP workers has shown the welfare schemes taken up by the government for the poor in a bad light, Chandrakanta appealed to the authority concerned to find out those involved. A complaint has also been filed at Nambol police station, he said. On the other hand, MLA N. Loken has reportedly presented 2 gas cylinders and a cooking gas set to Ahebam Ashangbi today. Krishi Vigyan Kendra KVK Thobal observed the World Soil Day on the theme Halt Soil Salinization, Boost Soil Productivity on its campus today. Pradhan of Wangbal Gram Panchayat H. Manichandra, rice breeder of Rice Research Station K.H. Ngamreshang, National Awardee S. Lukoy, and Senior Scientist of KVK Thobal, Dr. S. Zishmarani, were the main guests at the observance. Soil health cards were also distributed to 150 selected farmers of Kukching and Thobal districts, and Trichoderma and Unicronchitriant were also distributed to the farmers. SMS Agronomy of KVK Thobal, N. Tomba, and Farmer Manager Dr. W. Jitem spoke as resource persons on the occasion. State Aquathlon Championship 2021 was held at the ground of Welfare of Youth Liberal Conduct Organization today. The championship is organized by Triathlon Association of Manipur, formed by triathlon players of the state. Speaking on the occasion, the only triathlon player of Manipur, medalist L. Lenin, said 70 players are taking part in 3 categories, namely sub-junior, junior and senior categories of the championship. The Aquathlon Championship, which is a multi-sport race consisting of swimming and running, flagged off from Shyam swimming pool at Kongba. Stating that steps will be taken up to organize the championship in a grander manner in the future, Lenin sought support of the people to achieve the goal.
1,500 meters swimming and 10 kilometer running. According to International Triathlon Union rule and Triathlon Federation of India rule makada, haiba championship is sinjabani. Akoina sinjabasida ida, akoida yamna nungai jaba amana. Manipur pumbagi players sing sanabu pamjaba mayam ama pulapna player sub junior, junior, senior da punna mi sub 65 tena 70 bo koida participate tobi.
Prizes were distributed to winners of different categories of the championship. The 33rd death anniversary of founder of Laishram Mani Gaura Sangeet Academy at Wangkem Mayai Lekai, Laishram Mani, was observed yesterday. A discussion on Drama na Marai Chaitharakpa was also held on the occasion. Secretary of Regional Institute of Cultural Heritage Manipur, Samurai Lapam Kunjabihari Sharma, President of Laishram Mani Gaura Sangeet Academy, Birathaja, were the main guests of the observance organized by the Academy. Guru Kirtan, as a tribute to departed members of the Academy, was held and floral tributes were also offered on the occasion. Discussion on the topic, Dharmana Marai Chaitharakpa, was also held with National Awardee Laishram Bijoy as the moderator. District Election Officer Thobal organized a training program for civil magistrates and police officers who will work as flying squads and static surveillance teams for Kukching and Thobal district in the upcoming state assembly elections at District Election Counting Hall yesterday. The training program, held in 2 sessions, was attended by State Election Office Joint CEO Muhammad Sulaiman Daulat Khan as resource person. It's time for a short commercial break. Stay tuned for more updates.
The pinnacles of success for your children. Get enrolled to one of the finest schools in Northeast India, UNESCO School. Excellence in education.
Welcome back after the break. Moving on to the national news, the Delhi Health Minister, Satyendra Jain, confirmed the first case of the Omicron variant of coronavirus in Delhi today, taking the total count of confirmed Omicron cases in India to 5. Earlier this week, Karnataka, Gujarat and Maharashtra reported confirmed cases of the Omicron variant. On the other hand, India recorded 8,895 new COVID cases with 2,796 deaths in the last 24 hours. The highest number of daily deaths was reported in Bihar with 2,426 fatalities. With this, the total death toll reached 4.73 lakh and India's total caseload has mounted to 3.46 crore. A total of 6,918 patients recovered in the last 24 hours, which brought the total recoveries to 3.40 crore across the country, and India's recovery rate now stood at 98.35%. Meanwhile, India's active caseload stands at 99,155. So far, India has administered a total of 1.04 crore doses in the last 24 hours, which brings the total tally of doses administered to over 127.61 crore. Over 52% of Rajya Sabha's scheduled sitting time last week was lost to disruptions and protests, but high productivity on Thursday and Friday held out hope of a return to normal functioning. Opposition MPs have been protesting over several issues, among them the suspension of 12 upper house members for ruckus on the last day of the monsoon session. While the opposition members have slammed the suspension move as undemocratic and selective, Chairman M. Venkaiah Naidu has refused to revoke the action, underlining that the suspended members have not expressed remorse. However, he has added that it is for the House to take a view on its decision and it is for all concerned to take it forward. Productivity of the House during the last week has been 47.70% of the scheduled time, a release said. India is developing indigenous anti-drone technology to thwart the growing threat from these devices on the country's borders, and it will soon be made available to the security forces, Union Home Minister Amit Shah said on Sunday. Speaking on the occasion of the 57th Raising Day of the Border Security Force, BSF in Jaisalmer, Shah said for the Modi government, border security is national security and it is committed to providing the best border guarding technologies in the world to the force. He noted that it is the first time since 1965 when the BSF was raised that its Raising Day function is being celebrated at the border. Now, before we wrap up, the top news headlines once again. 13 civilians, 1 security personnel killed in armed forces operation gone astray in Nagaland. High-level probe ordered. Army expressed deep regret. BJP-led government, only government that can bring developmental changes in northeastern states, says Union Minister Sarbananda Sonowal. And Union Minister Sarbananda Sonowal announces 15 Ayush dispensaries, 7 hospitals, 100 herbal garden schools, 16 nursery houses of medicinal plants in Manipur. And that's all for the Primetime English News. Thank you for watching.